Hey everybody, so got a quick question about this contraption here. It's basically just what I use to train. I call it Frankenpulley because it's literally just scrap pieces of wood I had laying around. So yeah, I'll go over that. First I'll go over the side pressure machine here. So I'll link I think I did a video on this years ago on this channel. So if I did, I'll link a link to that video in the description. But side pressure machine is like a little bit more simple. So it's literally just a 4x4 with a 2x4 kind of plastered on the side of it here. Pulley from Amazon. I think it was like $8 or $9. Pretty smooth for a little cheap guy. And it's literally just a hole drilled in the bottom right there on the peg. So if you have your standard, 1-inch pegs, I just drill a hole, slides over it. Ron Klemba originally designed this tool. I put an edge here, an edge piece here, just to give it some more stability as it's pulling forward. But it's literally just, you put the cable over there, put your pin stack down there, and you have side pressure. So this one's real simple. Now with Frankenpulley, it's also very simple, but it's just just a few more options. These guys here, I really don't use very much. I was hoping I could get some kind of combination of back and side pressure, but honestly, it just hasn't been all that useful for me, so I just don't use it that much. I usually just use the low attachment and the high attachment. I'm thinking about putting a medium attachment here too, just because why not? It's just another pulley. But you can see on the side of the table here, my low pulley is just over the lip of the table. So it's, when I'm setting up on my pad over here, it's a slightly downward angle. Up here, this one's obviously a downward angle towards my elbow, so I can pull downwards rather than pulling upwards or straight back. This is exactly 2 feet. These 2x4s, 2 feet tall. Again, this is just all scrap wood, so I put these here just to give it some more stability pulling forward, just to make sure that it would be able to do this for a long time. With that being said, how do I attach it to the table? Literally just C-clamps. So you could obviously, drill some holes in your table and lag it down. If that's what you want to do, then feel free. But for me, just to not disrupt the table, so I just put 2 C-clamps there. And it's really easy to take on and off. If I do my side pressure, I just take this guy off and use it that way. Otherwise, it just stays on here for pretty much ever. So same exact pulleys that are on the side pressure machine. This one obviously is a little older, and this also kind of leads me to the cable. So the cable, I believe it's actually aircraft cable. I might be wrong. I believe I got this off of Amazon too. But it's really easy to get like super cheap cable that's literally just this metal that's not covered in nylon. Don't do that. You will be replacing cables. If you train a lot, you'll be replacing cables 5 times a year. And it'll do this to your pulley. So this nylon covered cable, it's worth its weight in gold. I have 3 different lengths, one for the low pulley, one for the high, and one for my side pressure machine, and I've never had to replace them. And I train with these cables, over 10 times a week, so they get a lot of movement. And pin stack is literally just 1 inch. I think it's Iron Mine. I got it a long time ago, but it's just a 1 inch with a carabiner. And I also do use fractional plates. They are a lifesaver when it comes to pushing your 1 rep max. Obviously our maxes in some of these lifts, or mine anyway, they're well under 100 pounds. Posting is in the 70s, and just looking at my sheets here, 80 pounds, 82 pounds. So listen, if I can put this guy on there and I can get a 1 pound PR, that's over a 1% gain. And myself as being a natural athlete, if you do an exercise every 3 weeks and you're getting 1% gain on it, that's damn good. So I have all these guys here. These are just my extra weights. There's some 10s there. Most of them just stay on the floor because I'm a lazy bastard who doesn't put my stuff away. But these guys here are my like super fractional plates. So these ones are quarter pounds, then half pounds, 3/4 pound. Same thing here. I think this one's like a 1.25 pounds. Yeah, 1.25 pounds. So if you don't have fractional plates, I think you're making a big mistake, to be honest, because I can tell you right now, if I do an exercise 10 times a year and I put 2 pounds on every time I do it, 20 pounds a year is a pretty damn good improvement. So yeah, that's it. And also, I guess this guy here, I don't use this very often, but if I do any speed work or if I do any overload work where maybe, you know, my starting weight's 60 pounds and I want to get heavier as I progress, I actually just have this purple band set up this way. And then as you can see, carabiner can come up here and can attach up that way. And that way you don't have to like tie the band around Frankenpulley here and who knows what would happen. Probably terrible things. So yeah, that's it. It's just 2 feet tall. It's about 20 inches wide. And then these guys, I have no idea. They're different lengths anyway because they're just scrap pieces. So you don't need much in order to train. Rolling thunder handle. I have a belt there that's attached now. I just did pronation this morning. Rolling thunder type of handle. It's literally just a 2-inch dowel from Home Depot with some strapping from Amazon. I just screw them in like that with a couple anchor points. You can wrap it either way, works perfectly fine. And then I have what I call, you know, it's kind of a multi-spinner, but I don't wrap around the back of my hand. So one side is a multi-spinner, so you can wrap it around and do, you know, pronation based work or supination based work. I don't do much supination really. And then I just call this my single point attachment. So this one helps if I want to do posting off my knuckle or if I want to do pronation work. It helps me be able to get a hook and then pronate through. My camera work is fantastic, as you can tell. But I think the single point work is a great complement to the belt when it comes to posting off the knuckle or posting off of the index finger or pronation, strictly because when you have to do it with this handle, your hand is open. Your hand is open like it is in a match. So worth thinking about. Like I just went over those 4 tools together that I think they cost about $5 in material. So that's it. Isn't it a beauty?